and welcome to the first ever episode of What the Flag podcast. I'm here with Yaz and Kenny, and I am so excited because Pro Bowls just happened, Super Bowls just happened. It is all going off right now. But I want to dive right in because we've got our resident non-flag lover. Can we go with that? We're going to convert you.
I think it works. You can convert me. Any opportunity to catch a ball and run down the field, I'm in. So
that's what this is all about.
But is it non-flag lover, or is that like what do you know about flag, or where's your...
I know they wear flags on their hips.
Lovely.
I've coached it once.
Okay.
That's huge.
I was quite efficient.
And which part? What was efficient about it?
Especially going first down, second down, bunnies.
Okay, yes.
Nice.
Third down, wait.
Whoa.
Oh, the third down.
Third down, yeah, and then fourth down. I was really good at that bit.
Fourth down.
Oh, see, maybe not.
Every day.
And that was about it. Oh, I was good at the snapping bit though. I was good at that.
I feel like you'd be good at that. You're a line woman, so you got to be good at it.
Exactly. It comes with the name.
Well, for all those that don't know, do know, Pro Bowl is now flag football, which I think is incredible because you get to actually see the people's faces that play in the NFL.
Yes. It's so having worked with so many people, people recognize players based on kind of what they look like with their helmets on and shoulder pads. But Joe Blogs, some of even the most popular players walking down the street, people might not recognize them because they use them. So the Pro Bowl, it's all the swag. They wear the hats, the shades, all the sleeves, and I think it's a great, just a great advert for flag football as we go through.
Yeah. So for you, I know you said you like the kind of you love your linemen, D linemen, all of that. They get to have all these big physical competitions now. I feel like you'd be really good at that.
I mean, I'd love to give it a go. I'd give it a go twice.
Sign her up.
I mean, like I said, any opportunity for someone who's a little bit bigger to have the opportunity to run downfield, catch a ball, run a route, I think I'm all in for that. And I think Pro Bowl's an amazing opportunity to showcase that. And also just really reinforce the fact that anyone really can participate in the sport. There's something for everyone to do. So when you see that lineman, running to try and catch the ball, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I look like that lineman, I can do it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that.
Actually, because flag football is a fairly new thing, right? It's been around all the time. It's the kind of American football's forgotten younger brother type thing. But you've played it for a long time. I don't know how long, but when did you get started? How did that give us the backstory? How did it start?
Oh man, I started playing flag football when I moved to the UK. So learned to play American football over here, and then, to be totally honest with you, I won a jersey competition. Who doesn't love free stuff? I applied for a jersey competition online and managed to win it. And they said, oh, come down. We'll do a little photo shoot with this jersey. And then they were like, well, actually, we have a flag football team. So that's when I joined. So it was Nuola that I won the jersey through, which is a company here in the UK that prints jerseys. And then I went and started playing flag football with them, and Sheffield Vipers was the team. So I would drive from Manchester to Sheffield, play, and
How long is that drive? For those of us that aren't clued up on.
I'll be honest, the struggle with it is that in the UK, I love living here, but the distances are wild. So what really is only 45 miles. Okay. You have to drive through the Peak District, which is stunning, but not if you need to get somewhere. So it was an hour and 45 minutes to drive 45 miles.
But that's a real commitment to getting back and forth there as you go through. Just quick, do you remember the competition? What was the competition that you won for the free jersey?
I have no idea.
No
idea. You're lucky I remember my name. I'm going to get it printed on my face so I can remember. Jeez.
I think it's full of, the people that play flag, wherever, it's full of stories of people that do lots of things, make real sacrifices, etc. Do you have how far is it for you to get to, because you're playing now still?
Yep, still playing. Each team varies. So for the women's team, it will take me anywhere between an hour and 20, an hour and 40. Okay. Mostly it just depends on the M25 and how nice it feels. And then for anything sort of national team based, that's always up north. So that's anywhere between 3.5 hours. But I guess you just make those commitments for the place that you really want to be. And I guess you must have found that when you wanted to play flag, you were happy to make that journey because it was where you wanted to be and where you want to spend time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we talk about it so much. You and I have been teammates for a while now, and it's ultimately, just the love of the sport, the love of being around the people. So much of it is around the community. I mean, I think that's what makes flag football so special, and football, tackle, whatever it is, as long as you're playing. I also think that you will go anywhere to just feel good, right? Like whether it's tackle, whether it's flag, for me, that's my form of meditation. Like it's a place where I can shut off. I don't think about work. I don't think about life or anything that's going on. I just get to run around and be happy with my friends and feel like a little kid again, ultimately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so you guys have been teammates, right, on Team GB?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Quick as you can. You can tell who goes first. Yaz, tell us about Phoebe as a teammate. So maybe not the Phoebe we see on telly or, you know.
Always full of energy.
Okay.
Always hits the hardest. Always, even in practice.
Yeah.
Loves banter. So if you can't catch her, like coming as an O lineman who likes to climb, if you can't catch her, she'll let you know about it and she'll probably laugh.
I do run by like,
but also always like full of energy, making sure everyone's eating. Honestly, like the epitome of like camaraderie, and definitely brought such an energy like to the team. You know.
I was definitely
appreciate
looking for
you.
That was all very nice. I was looking for
Yeah,
some.
no, there is actually isn't anything bad to say. I can't even lie. There's actually not anything bad to say. I wish I could have made something up for you, but I'm sorry.
It's quite high praise. Fair enough. And Yaz, as a teammate?
Oh man.
You don't have to be nice.
No,
we really is.
I'll give you a couple things. Yaz is, first off, hilarious. Like, just loves, like, being around her teammates, loves sport. Again, like, so good at what you do. Exactly. But you see the energy she brings all the time. Like, imagine having that wherever we go. When we went away we were in Finland. It was this whole big thing, right? We were away with tackle, and we weren't able to play the first game. Yaz took over. She had all the coaches doing TikToks, our head coach doing TikToks, organized daily TikToks that we were all having to dance. I'll be honest, I did not participate, but we had a TikTok competition, so all the positional groups had to put together a TikTok, and like we all compared. I mean, the competition level was phenomenal. The teacher within you really came out, because tell us like what you do for work as an actual like. All the many things you do for work.
Well, I'm a teacher, head of department, and deputy head of year.
Casual.
So,
as you do. Okay.
Trying to just like progress and like establish those good relationships. But I've been teaching since just before COVID, so 4 years. So I'm head of the drama department. It's been great.
Absolute queen.
Now it makes sense. Head of drama.
Saw us for our first Ofsted. That was really scary.
Oh, wow.
And now sort of working on like the pastoral side. Working with year 7s, and it's great. Love it.
Nice.
That's amazing. And I kind of want to go back to the point you guys were talking about earlier, where it's about traveling. You don't care where you travel to, because ultimately you've just had FFWCTs had their massive tournament back in January, when people from all over, and what I love to see is this used to be quite a US dominant event, and now you've got people flying in from all over the world, teams from the UK, teams from, literally everywhere across Europe are flying in for this huge competition. And I think, something that's really cool is we all get to travel the world because of sport ultimately. I'll start with you. What is your favorite place? Where's been your favorite place to go travel to?
Ooh,
with flag.
With flag, I know. Yeah, I have to think of. Do you know what? The destination. It's the flag. It's the flag. It's the fact that flag is there at the end.
Yeah.
That's the thing I really enjoy. So, and then to be able to travel with it. So, I mean, we've gone, the number of Denmark, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, all over to the States. So no, I'm just like, there's no.
Yeah, exactly.
So great.
But I mean, and I think to that point, it's not so much. Yes, it's the flag. Yes, it's running around, whether it's coaching or playing, but it's also the people that are there, because those people are, it's landmarks are nice and they're cute and they're great for Instagram and stuff. But I think the thing I really enjoy is meeting the people, getting to know them, how they are in their situations, or whatever they're going through, like coming together and kind of for the love of the game, really, because none of us are being paid, none of us are. We're all paying to do it, but we enjoy it so much. The community is an amazing one, and that's the fact that it's growing into a worldwide thing where people are now traveling to tournaments further and further afield,
Yeah.
like is really cool. And I'm super excited for Chengdu, the World Games in August this year. That's going to be absolutely
So coming back to what you were saying about, I've toured here, there.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, what tour or what game or what country were you in where you sort of evaluated where you were and went, actually, like, this is it. This is exactly what I want to be doing. And
I'm going to interrupt him first because he had a casual one night stop in Bahamas, didn't you, for flag?
What?
Was that Bahamas?
Yes, it was. It was.
Exactly. Thank you.
How did you just detour?
True story. So
sorry, on
no.
the beach.
It was literally an evening on the beach drinking pina coladas and then no. It was with the GB team for the World Championships. I'm not very good with the years, and someone will be able to tell us.
Someone's birthday's come. Someone's just turned 40.
Oh wow! Wow!
Happy birthday! Do we have a?
Guys, is this what we're doing? Oh wow! I didn't know.
He's 2 weeks into 40, so he's still getting used to it.
Wow! Well, yes. Thank you for that. I'm still not good with dates.
We gave you thinking time.
Sorry. No, the story is the World Championships were supposed to happen in the Bahamas. So we would do, I'd made Team GB and we'd sign up to go, but then due to issues or whatever, something happened and they got moved quite quickly then to Miami, which is actually a short hop. But because of the flights that we booked and stuff, we had to stop in the Bahamas for an evening. I think it was all 12 hours we were there for, but best 12 hours I've spent on an island ever, before then going on to, and we had quite a decent tournament, actually, the World Championships in Miami. Although in Miami, when it rains, it rains.
It's real.
It rains. And I think some of the guys in USA Flag, they found that out in the tournament in January. Their Sunday got rained out, which was, it happens. It is what it is. It's proper tropical storms out there. But traveling to places, and I think it's trying to find new ways now as well to get further and further afield too. So casual shout out, Mr. Ross Hewitt, if you can hear this in Australia, we would love to come out and visit. We'll
bring a podcast.
There you go.
Just saying. We're a team of 6 though, so all or nothing, bud. So we're definitely going to go to Australia. This will be mega. How about you? Where's been your favorite place to play or coach or whatever?
I think I have to say it's Finland. I think the whole experience of Worlds when we went there was just, I think it was more than anyone ever could have imagined. It was 2 weeks. I think it was just over. I think we ended up spending 2.5 there maybe. And it was just 2.5 weeks where you are a professional athlete. You are given a schedule, you are given physio schedules, you are told when to hydrate, you have to go to stretching classes, you have to be with your head in the playbook, you actually have to eat 3 square meals a day that are properly cooked for you. And I think nothing quite brings a team together than those moments where there isn't a game and all of a sudden all of this energy, all this frustration, all this training that you've done doesn't come to fruition, and you're all sat there all we really have at this point is each other. And prior to this we were all rivals because most of us play for different teams, and in that moment I just think it's those moments where you're making those TikToks or you're sitting in that meeting and you're making up silly analogies for how we're going to beat teams and things like that, and it just, those experiences you just look at and they're ones that you will just forever chase.
So sorry, you said it twice now. You said there wasn't a team to play, or what was the issue? What was the thing?
Oh, so there
Proper
was
chasing gossip here. I'm sorry.
well, it's not gossipy really. So essentially, Mexico couldn't fly out. Something had happened with their transport, with their travel, and it meant that they would make it just not in time for the first game. So when we were supposed to play Mexico, we didn't, which means we advanced straight away to play Canada. So every other team at this point had played. And while they were playing, we were essentially just left, at the hotel. We didn't really have anything to do. So it's sort of, you get to that point where you're I'm ready to play, and it's all of a sudden well, no, you're not playing, because they always hold off, don't they? Because just in case that team arrives, just in case.
Yeah.
So although we knew it was a possibility, we didn't actually know it was definitely, a no-go until more or less the morning of the game, and it was you guys can't play, and then all of a sudden you're oh great, so now we're playing the second in the world, and that's the
no
first
warm up.
Yeah, that's the first team we're playing. But it's moments like that that really bring you together. So
Yeah.
you know,
I
it's
think
so
that's
worth it.
that's a whole other episode there. Just
Yeah, exactly.
For sure,
get
for
into-
sure.
get into that.
Exactly. But it was very cool. And then
It was.
for us to come away winning, so we beat Canada, ended up playing USA in the final,
Yes.
and came second. I mean, we were tied 14-14 at the half.
know.
So it was, I think it was phenomenal for the growth of the sport globally. I think about flag, I think about like I've been able to play so many different places. We all have. I think one of my favorite times was when, really during COVID, I went back to the States because I was living by myself over here in the UK, and I didn't like it anymore. And so I went over to the States, and we ended up going out to Vegas, but like not necessarily the city of Vegas, although we were there.
Not the lights.
It was not the
Vegas.
lights because everything was shut down. So even the water fountains weren't working because it was still like COVID
Water,
times.
yeah. I think people
Nothing.
forget like what COVID was
It
like,
was
where it was just like
It does
very
seem a
eerie.
bit
nothing was,
surreal
yeah,
and
yeah,
sort of
like
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
bad dream. But
So we
sorry.
went out with Flag Football Life is like Mike Riemel, Matt Riemel, the dudes back then,
boys.
the boys, and there was a big tournament out there, and we had this team that was myself, Deanna Flores, Ashley Clam, Joe Overstreet, Maria Gerhardt,
Name dropping
Nadia Bibbs,
anyhow.
everybody. Like these are your top
These are the
class.
top flag players.
Like it was
in the world.
phenomenal,
Yeah.
and you're just like playing in the Vegas desert. There's nobody else around you, and it was just like we had nothing else we could do. We were just out there having the best time, and I think having that we won the whole tournament, had this all-star team. We just come together. I think that's what's really cool about flag is you can, similar to tackle, right? You play for different teams, but you could never ever play together, come together at a tournament, and just ball out. You get that chemistry. I think it's so important, and it's been really cool to see.
That's amazing. And sorry, just in that conversation, like also shout out to Finland because they hosted the World Championships for tackle, but last year was also the World Championships for flag.
Yeah.
Was it the same location?
No,
'Cause you've done both.
No,
Okay.
no. We've and I think where they've hosted the tackle World Championships. That's like they've used that kind of facility a lot. It's great because you've got the hotel there. You've got
Yes.
beautiful facilities.
Yeah,
It's
the
all
transport links are amazing, and they have obviously the indoor as well as the
Yeah,
outdoor.
the dome,
Like,
yeah.
they've got amazing.
I think that's
facilities
just. I think that's everywhere in Finland. Like, because
not in the UK, guys. No, what are we doing? Why do we play in the
We'll
rain
work
so
on
much?
that.
Why is it cold?
I
Why
feel
is
like it just comes with it. Like, oh, you play in the UK? Oh yeah, in the rain,
Yeah.
in the snow.
Yeah.
Like last week, we were watching the field freeze in real time.
just
Wow.
watching it
Just
happen?
just watch it happen. You're sort of standing there, and you're like, is the summer coming yet? Is the summer
No.
here?
It needs
No.
to.
That's why I
Okay.
love that. Like Alona Maher came over, the USA Rugby Sevens player. She came over and now living in England in Bristol, and she's obviously come from a place where the weather doesn't act like this all the time, and like there's a lot of learning that comes.
Yeah.
When I first moved here, I was working with horses. I was outdoors all the time. I got chilblains. Like, what even is that?
Chill what?
Chilblains.
Chilblains.
It's like you've
Why
got
you-
like
you
it's
said-
like
I heard you
it's
the
like
first time.
mosquito
What do I-
bites all over your leg, but from
Yeah.
the cold. It's from the wind and cold going over your skin with no circulation.
It's like the thing your nan warns you about when you're outside, and then you go and put your hands under hot water. And you're like,
Yes.
you're gonna get chilblains. You're like, no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And they're
Literally.
awful. They're like welts.
literally.
Shout out South London, 2 tracksuit bottoms. I've never heard of a chillblains. No,
my God.
But kind of.
Gentle
bringing us-
segue.
No,
was
yeah. No. I think if one of the things I kind of want to look at, especially with you here, Phoebe, and in this space, is I think there's a lot of never again. No, I think there's a lot of like kind of glitz and glam. That you're if anyone follows Phoebe on social media, every day it's another plane, it's another location somewhere. But what's it like outside of that? Away from the lights, what's your day to day? Who are you when you're not on camera, switching it on?
I am a sleeping turtle. No, honestly, I'm normal, unlike everyone else.
What does that mean? There's no, you can't be. I think,
I feel like that's not a word I would use in the list of like synonyms to
Thank you,
describe.
to describe Phoebe.
Yeah, I'm just normal.
Yeah, it's normal, isn't it? No, I think that I'm someone that I have a pretty good feeling on who I am. I'm 35 years old. Like I have a pretty good understanding of of what I need in my life. And ultimately, so I live up north in Manchester. I love the countryside. I have my little pony, who is my baby.
Trash.
She's my number one.
I
You
love
cannot
it.
call her trash.
No, pony's lovely.
I was
The
about
countryside.
to fight
You said the countryside. Oh,
Oh,
no.
that trash came a little bit too late.
It was
Oh,
a
was
bit
that too-
too
I
sorry.
love
There was-
watching stories of the pony. It's like
Exactly.
my favourite thing.
The
Like,
Sorry,
association
pony.
was way
yes,
too close.
Guys, I love ponies too.
shout out to all the ponies.
Shout
Shout out,
Yeah.
ponies.
But she's great. Like I go and see her, but I mean I work for NFL Flag, so I love that. I manage NFL Flag International. So essentially when any of the NFL teams they want to activate outside of the US, they come through RC Extras, the company I work for, and NFL Flag, and we can activate stuff. So for example, the Chicago Bears, they're running leagues in Manchester, Birmingham, London. The Vikings want to do stuff in Scotland. Any other teams that want to get involved, that's what we're kind of here to do. I just find that I'm someone that needs to be moving all the time. Like I love the gym. I love food. I just think I've someone that needs
Awkward.
routine.
We had a conversation before this about how
Blended porridge.
Phoebe blends a lot of food to get it down
know.
quick. I'm
Blended
like,
porridge, guys.
Do you?
Blended porridge.
Hashtag
Can you really
I
say
do
you
put-
enjoy
I do
food
put oats in
if you
it
blend
sometimes.
it all? Yeah.
How do I get the most, bang
Quickly,
for my buck?
efficiency.
I know,
Literally. I gotta.
Taste is important.
It
Textures. You
does
have to,
taste
like,
good. Peanut
If
butter
you
and
blend it
anything.
enough, the texture's alright.
It's the same texture all the way through. There's no.
I think you've been
Nah.
doing
There's
this
no
for a
crunch,
while, though,
there's
so
no-
like,
Yeah.
the review is coming from the master.
For
you know?
sure,
Like-
for sure. And if there's peanut butter in it, like you're solid. Anything is good with peanut
Yeah,
butter.
and a bit of banana. Peanut butter banana,
Ooh.
elite combo.
Yeah.
Shocking.
It's not
Blended-
shocking.
blended
It's so
foods.
good. But yeah, that's kind of my life. And then I've got my like in season, which is Sky Sports, and that's kind of mad anyways because that really has its own set of timings, right? You've got the start of the season, which is huge. You've got all the international games, so 3 London games. You've got Madrid. You've got everything. Then it goes into like Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Then it's already postseason, and then it's
now it's
Pro Bowl,
Christmas.
Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like there is no time for anything, and so that's why I'm really grateful to like friends, family, teammates who are very understanding during that time of year where I'm like, I may not see you, we may not talk very much, I may not get back to
But
you.
the love is there.
But the love is there. I
Love.
feel the
She's
love
trying
is
to get herself
there.
out of trouble on the podcast.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
All
Shout out
of
to
you
all the
that
messages
have
I've not responded to. My bad.
Because she works on Sky Sports, guys.
Oh my gosh.
See how she dropped that one in there.
Casual,
Clowns
casual.
everywhere.
I'm just
Clowns
normal.
Casual.
everywhere.
Slide it in.
No, we want, you know what, I think ultimately I've always been told, send the elevator back down. And that was Kevin Warren, who was with the Vikings, and Opner. And so this year in particular, we're going to do some pretty cool stuff. We're going to get some camps going in a couple of different countries and some really great just opportunities to get young people involved in the sport. So I'm super excited for that. It's going to be a big year. It's going to be a big year. And we have the What the Flag podcast. So
Even bigger.
even bigger.
Yeah.
And this is just episode 1. So we all got to stay tuned. Episode 2 is going to come out soon. Make sure you tune in. You're going to like, subscribe, click the bell notifications because you don't want to miss the 3 of us.
Could be here, could be
Have a
there.
great week.